everybody? It's Jacob here with Dazey Drive, and actually we're Dazey Drive here with the Intellectuals today. We're joined here by Ryan Madden, Mr. Mikey Madden, and John last name here. They've decided to drive on down. We're gonna have a quick little interview with them. Guys, how you doing today?
Good, man. What's up?
Fantastic.
Well, chilling very well. How was your drive down here?
It wasn't too bad. Half hour ain't too shabby.
No? We've played with the Intellectuals a couple times now, and they've got some exciting and upcoming projects they're going to tell us about. But first off, we're going to ask them just like a couple introductory questions. So what are you guys about? Like, where'd you form at? Like, what's your shtick?
Well, it started with me and this guy right here, my baby brother. We had a little idea to just come up with a band, play some music. I started playing guitar when I was like 15 or 16. And
Nice.
Mikey started playing a little bit after, and then we just had the idea to start a band. And we started, playing shows in high school and stuff.
So you guys been playing since high school?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Hell yeah. Well, let's see what else I got here. Where did the name come from? How'd you pick the Intellectuals?
Well, when me and Ryan were in high school, we were often made fun of because of, how much of smart asses we are.
And sexy.
And sexy.
For sure.
Apparently.
I suffer the same.
But yeah, we got those know-it-all attitudes. So a lot of people called us intellectuals, and we just kind of wore it, and we kept the name ever since.
Okay, I fuck with that. So that was like how they would, try to bring you down. I was like, nah, that's what we are.
They were stupid as hell. They didn't understand.
Exactly.
Like, we were smarter than
We're
them.
gonna embrace the name.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. Who is your biggest musical inspiration? And if you want, you guys can like answer separately, or if you all kind of have the same inspiration.
Well, John, how would you feel?
Biggest inspiration on my end would probably be Breaking Benjamin. They're mainly the soul structure of all the music that I play.
Okay.
Growing up, they were more of like the hard rock side that I was introduced to. One of the very first. So I was just kind of hooked from there. So even to this day, Breaking Benjamin
Kind of introduce that sound for you.
introduced that sound. Yeah.
Okay. What about you two?
Well, I started getting into music when I started listening to the early punk scene. So a lot of my inspiration comes from bands like, the Misfits, Black Flag, Danzig, stuff like that.
Okay.
It's kind of the same case as John. I loved Breaking Benjamin, but the first two guys that really I wanted to sing and be like them was Serj Tankian from System of a Down
Hell yeah.
and Anthony Kiedis from the Chili Peppers. I loved their sound, and I was like 5 years old watching like their music videos on TV. And I just thought it was so cool.
I definitely feel like those are two bands that are uniquely defined by their own like weird vocal styles.
Yeah.
Serj Tankian has got crazy, unique vocals. And then you got Anthony Kiedis up there just kind of whining into the mic the whole time.
Yeah.
So that kind of segues into our next question then. With those inspirations in mind, what's your guys' creative writing process like?
When me and Mikey formed the band, it was really just like a kind of spoken agreement that Mikey would be in charge of just booking the shows and being the overall management, and I would write all the songs. And my songs can range from, it depends on the mood, It depends on the mood.
I get it.
I watch TV, I read stuff, I just write, about topics that are in the world, write about topics I see on TV, and somehow it just comes together.
Right. So do you do most of the songwriting then?
Yeah, most of it. If John or Kai or Danny or Mikey has something they want to add to a song, or if they want to start the song off with writing, they're more than welcome to do that. 90 to 100% of all the lyrical content is written by me, though.
Okay. Awesome. What would be your dream show? Your dream venue?
Las Vegas Heartland.
That's a kind of hard question. I feel like I'm not going to know about that until I'm there, if that makes sense.
You don't have any like specific like venues you've ever seen before that you're just like, I really want to play there?
Well, obviously if we play a place like Riverbend, like we obviously do, but I'm sure there'll be some points building up to that where I could say, yeah, we made it pretty far.
When we started, a dream show would have been just a gig in general, and ever since we've gotten one and we keep getting them, it's like we're getting more and more dream shows.
Right.
We always wanted to play on stage, so for us to even play it all is just freaking awesome.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You guys have that humble attitude about it. What are your guys' current plans with like releasing, any type of work? You got anything coming our way anytime soon?
Well, we just had a current lineup change, and brought John aboard and Kai aboard, so we're working on filling them in and just polishing off some of our songs, and we're planning to be with our producer as soon as this pandemic's over and starting to get some stuff out there.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we're in a pretty similar boat right now too, where we're like trying to, get some stuff rolling, get in the studio, but we just kind of have to wait for all the corona stuff to blow over.
For sure, man. For sure, man.
Out of all of the new rock that you've heard that's come out within the past couple years, are there any artists that have stuck out for you guys specifically as new acts that you think are good?
Bad Wolves is a new one that I really like. I think they're talented.
We were all just talking about this earlier. Hyro the Hero. I've been listening to them.
Yeah, you guys showed. Yeah, they showed us some of that. They were pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, even though it's not like rock, but I know we listened to them earlier. Orbit Culture. They're a very small Swedish band, and I think they're very underrated. They sound amazing for what they are at this point, and I really want them to blow up.
Heck yeah. So if any of you guys are out there looking for some new rock, you got three
There's another
bands
one.
to check out.
I know a lot of people either love or hate this band, but their style and like their whole attitude about things is different. I don't know if you've heard of Ghost, but it's like a band.
Oh yeah.
They have
Yeah,
their lead guy is like a priest, and then all his like
Yeah.
I don't know the words for him.
What's he called? His fucking moniker on stage.
Like his servants or whatever, but
Like Cardinal Copia or something like that.
yeah, but he's literally playing with like 4 other guys, and they all have masks.
The faceless ghouls.
And they always stick to the gimmick, and I think it's so unique and different, That's one that I would check out.
They're also just a fantastic band. Yeah, if you're watching this and you haven't listened to Ghost, it's probably a good idea.
They're phenomenal,
What do you guys do outside of the band? Like hobbies outside of music?
Work. I work, and no, man, it's hard because like music takes a lot of out of my daily life. It's probably freaking 50 or 60% of like all my days.
For sure.
I mean, I like to just, I don't know, most of the time just kept chilling with these boys. So.
Hell yeah. Favorite superhero? Your favorite superhero?
I need to think about that one.
Yeah, I really do.
We can come back to that one if you want.
Oh yeah.
It's a tough one.
So far, the hardest question.
The hardest question about our superhero
is what's your favorite?
There's just so much out there,
I
man.
mean, I like Deadpool. He's fucking cool.
I mean, yeah, who doesn't?
But I don't know, man. Like Endgame got me thinking though.
And the game really got you thinking, didn't it?
Yes, dude.
I think I got mine underrated. The fucking Human Torch, man.
Oh, yes.
Dude can light himself
That
on
is
fire.
true.
There's nothing more badass than being able to light yourself on fire.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
And also, you can just shoot fire out of your hand in general.
For real, yeah.
And somehow can fly around because of that.
I like Spidey, but man, I like Spidey since
Well,
I was like 5 years old.
Nick's a
Yeah.
huge ass Spider-Man fan.
Spider-Man.
Behind the camera there.
Hi, Nick.
I can imagine him wearing a Spider-Man costume.
I was Spider-Man for like 4 years in a row in Halloween.
For me, it's definitely Wolverine. He's
Wolverine,
He's too
man.
fucking savage.
Another one for me that gets slept on is Captain America, Steve Rogers.
Okay.
I was gonna say Captain America is one of mine. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking. That's
Fucking
America's ass.
He's a leader.
America.
America.
What was your guys' first instrument? First instrument that your mom got you like this for Christmas and it's like sentimental or whatever.
Mine was guitar, even though I switched over to vocals. I still play guitar like every day.
Right. So like, what was your first guitar?
The first guitar, it was the, you know what? It was a, what's the name? It's like a Gibson special edit or special model. I think that's the freaking name of the guitar. It's like maroon. It looks like a Les Paul model, like body.
Epiphone.
Or it's an Epiphone. It's not a
Les Paul
Gibson.
special.
Yeah, it's an Epiphone.
Okay.
I haven't played it. I still have it sitting in my closet because I don't play it anymore. But that was my first guitar. I bought it for my high school band.
Hell yeah.
Well, when I first started playing music, I tried to start on piano, and I was rolling with that for a while. Then our dad, me and Ryan's dad, ended up buying a bass, an old rusty one from a garage sale for like $5.
Hell yeah.
And, he got it for him because he was playing guitar at the time.
Right.
I just started picking it up. I don't even remember the brand name. It was just so off-brand.
Yeah,
Dude, that's awesome.
But that's how I started out.
Hell yeah.
I was a drummer when I was around 5 years old, and I kind of fallen out of it when I was around 8. And then, I never touched an instrument until I got my first guitar, which was a handmade acoustic in Mexico around 2012 for Christmas, and I kind of just went from there and built my way up to where I am now. So
You just kind of slowly got used.
slowly.
That's what we did. We slowly
built up.
amassed this huge
Yeah,
collection.
there was definitely the time where I was into it, and I fell out of it.
Right.
And then I got back into it.
Nice.
So
I was gonna say my first instrument was also actually drums. When I was like, I want to say 10 or 11, my family got me this super old, like really tiny Pearl. It's called a Pearl Rhythm Traveler.
Right.
It was supposed to be one of those travel kits, and it was really shitty, like little kid, but I would just beat the shit out of that. And then I remember like after playing that for a while, I went to go get my first guitar, and I literally just like got it from some dude at school for like $50, and it was some shitty Squire Strat that was like all gunked up and rusty. And dude, like shitty instruments like that are the best.
Oh,
yeah, I think my first electric guitar was a shitty $50 Squire Strat.
Oh yeah, dude, that's the way to go.
Hey man, we all gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere, dude.
What else we got here? We're gonna go to my other list.
He's prepared, y'all.
Yeah, he's fucking prepared.
Where did Whoop Whoop come from?
This is them. This is them. I have nothing to do with this.
It actually is from our song that's called "Take the Fall," but we're actually huge pro wrestling fans. I know we're really nerdy in that aspect.
WWE?
More all elite wrestling than WWE. We watch WWE. They have what are called independent circuits, so like the minor leagues, essentially the guys that don't make it on the major scale.
Yeah.
But they still get some air TV time.
Okay.
There's a wrestler by the name of Marty Scurll from England, and he calls himself the Villain, and his entrance song has that woo woo, and then it's like a huge like dubstep beat drop. If you haven't heard it, go check it. I don't know what the name of the song.
We always just loved that and quoted it to each other, and then we wrote "Take the Fall," and there's just this awkward silence in between the main riff, and we're like, we need to add something there.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where Whoop Whoop
And it felt
came.
perfect.
We were just doing it for fun, but it just kind of stuck.
Fuck yeah. Is that song available anywhere online to listen to?
That's the thing. I mean, we can look it on YouTube. On YouTube, you
On
can.
YouTube?
Yes.
Check it out on YouTube, Take the Fall by The Intellectuals.
Yeah,
you can get a link and attach it on the video.
Our YouTube page is probably the best place to check out like all of our content in
Okay.
terms of just live performances and stuff
For
like
sure.
that.
What else we got here? If you could work with any band, which would it be and why?
Oh man.
Creative.
Oh gosh.
Holy shit.
Daisy Drive.
Daisy Drive.
Would you make that happen? That's not very typical.
I know.
A band or just a band or like a
Like
single?
big ass band or a big ass artist. Like if you were like, I get to write a song with this person.
I got our first one. I know he's getting up there, but I would think that we made it if we got to do a song with Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
My man
Those
is
Ozzy
awesome.
Osbourne features are pretty awesome.
The one guy I would want to play a song with, and he is dead, but Jimi Hendrix would have been a hell of a guy to write a song with, or at least just hear his theories on music, since he was so ahead of his time.
For sure.
For me, it would be Jared Dines.
Jared Dines.
It's actually a little small story I can make with this if you don't mind.
Yeah, for sure.
So back about last year, he and Rest Repose were on tour and whatnot, and you know,
Is Rest Repose his band?
his band has split up after a while.
Is that the one he played drums with?
He played drums for a while, and then he moved on to guitar.
Okay.
And everything, but my ex-girlfriend actually gave me this really old, crappy electric guitar that did not work, and I was gonna work on it, and then I kind of fell out of that, just left it in a corner of my room, and then I saw Jared was coming to Toledo, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make this, I'm gonna do something with this guitar, I'm just gonna give it to him.
Okay.
So, I got in contact with their manager and everything. They hooked me up with VIP and everything. So I got to meet with them before the show.
That's super cool.
I gave him the guitar. He loved it. He's featured it in about 2 or 3 of his videos.
Really?
Yes, my entire guitar collection of guitars could talk and kind of guess this guitar and whatnot. And the funniest part is him trying to pronounce my last name. He decided to pronounce it as Sarabahuli guy instead of Sarabia. But overall, he's just one of the kindest people you will ever meet. And he's really great at guitar and drums. He's just really up there.
That's awesome.
So Jared Dines, 100%.
I know for me it'd probably be Josh Homme from Queens of Stone Age. I know that's like an eye roll for Nick to hear probably because I've talked about this multiple times, but he has talked about in interviews on how he his favorite part about music is collaboration and how he's always about trying to help somebody recognize their vision of a song. I don't know how much you guys listen to Queens of Stone Age, but Josh Homme has a side project called Desert Sessions. If you've ever heard of that, yeah, it's all collaborative. Everything on it is just him working with other people. The last one had Les Claypool on it, and can't remember his name, but the dude from Royal Blood was on it too. He sang the song. It's super awesome. Definitely check it out.
His work with them Crooked Vultures is crazy too.
Oh yeah, I love them Crooked Vultures for sure. But yeah, definitely Josh Homme just because he's on that collaboration. What would you consider your biggest success to date?
Getting a gig.
We've had a lot of successes over the years, but more recently is placing second in the Riggs Tavern Battle of Bands.
Hell yeah.
Just because, well, we played the previous year and we lost the first round.
Yeah.
And we went through a lot of progress as a band over that
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
We came back and we almost won the second time around.
That
Which is really
improvement is
impressive.
pretty awesome. For sure, for sure. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. We'll have a couple links in the descriptions for you to check out. One will be to check out the Intellectuals YouTube page. That'll be a cover that we're about to do with them right now, actually. Definitely check that out. It's going to be super cool. Guys, it's been super great talking to you. Is there anything you want to say to the camera before we close this out?
Go check out Dazey Drive.
Subscribe to the Drive, everybody.
Subscribe.
See you next time.